Here we are, boys and girls, in season 23-24. Michael Beale, he come in after Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, but the board said at the end of the season, we've had enough. We're bringing in club legend Ivan Gennaro Gattuso. The Italian tough tackling midfielder has come back to Ibrox. So, boys and girls, how I got Gattuso to the start of season 23-24, I basically just simmed through a season. So you see here at the start of season 23-24, and this is the squad. And so how I'm going to play this season is I'm going to play one game per month, and then I'll just sim the rest of the games, guys. So that's how it's going to work. So we've pretty much got the exact squad that Rangers would have at this current time, I'm pretty sure, except for maybe a few loans they might have already gone back to their club. So that's it, guys, and we're going to get into the season soon. So you can see here we've got $44 million here, or sterling, pounds, whatever you want to call it. And the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to invest in our youth academy. See, currently we've got a 3-star, 2-star, but I don't think that's good enough. So I think we're going to hire, should we go for Harley or Randall? Let's go for Randall. So we're going to hire Randall here, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep him in Scotland for 9 months, and we'll get him going for any player. And I think Rory, what we'll do is we'll send him to Denmark, the home of Michael Laudrup, one of Rangers' greatest ever players, and we'll send him there for 9 months, and we'll look for a technically gifted player. So that's what we're going to do with our youth academy for the season. And while we're at it, we'll go and have a look at the youth academy. And at the moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products. But just having a quick look at it, I'm going to get rid of these two right here straight away. But having a look here, this one here, Barclay as a centre attacking midfielder, he looks to have quite a fair amount of potential, and also Mackie in goal. So they are players who could feature in our first team over the next few seasons. So these are the new players we're going to look to bring in. Ross McCrory from Aberdeen looks to be a solid centre-back, probably our 4th-string centre-back. Maduka Okoye. Rangers have a history of signing players who have represented Nigeria. So he looks to be a very good goalkeeper to bring in to start in our first team. Nathaniel Atkinson from Australia, right back. He'll be 2nd string behind club captain Tavernier. But once again, Rangers have a history of signing Australians. Craig Moore, Tony Popovich, Kevin Muscat, just to name a couple. And Nicholas Raskin, who I think I forgot to bring in. I think he's already in the Rangers squad, but we're going to bring him in as well, if possible. So you can see here we were successful bringing in Maduku, and we also brought in Nathaniel Atkinson. The other two we couldn't bring in because they say they're too important to their club, so it's back to the drawing board, and hopefully we'll figure something out soon. We'll get a loan offer here for Leon King. We're just going to let him go out on loan. So it's time for our first home game of the season, our only game of July, and it's against St Johnson at Ibrox. And of course, there's a lot of expectation this time of the season for Rangers. We look to hit that expectation head on as we go on and try and win the league this season. We have high hopes and looking forward to it. So you can see here we've switched to a 4-3-3. Morellis up top, Matondo and Kent on the wings, Cantwell at cam, Lundstrom Kamara in the midfield, Tavernier at right back, Goldson, Davey centre back, Yilmaz left back, and the new boy Maduku in goals. And we're up for our very first home game of the year against St Johnson. The fans are up for it. The stadium is looking amazing. We're at home, we're at Ibrox. Beautiful tifo of Tavernier there in the background. And hopefully it wouldn't take too long to get on the score sheet and get our first 3 points of the season. See here, working the ball well there. Matondo to Morelos. Morelos with a beautiful ball out wide to Ryan Kent. You think Matondo is going to score there for sure, but a keeper pulls off a beautiful save, but he stays calm, plays the ball back to Morelos, and that is the first goal of the Gattuso era, and don't we love to see it? Morelos there stays calm, just slots the ball into the bottom corner. But I tell you what, pretty much straight after kickoff, St Johnson get the ball. Some terrible defending on my part. I don't know what I was doing switching there. And Marquez gets the goal, puts St Johnson back into the game, and would head into the second half, all tied up 1-1. About 65 minutes into the game there, Cantwell plays a nice ball to Kamara. Kamara, lovely through ball to Matondo. And Matondo puts the Rangers back in front 2-1, and it's looking good for Gattuso to get 3 points for his first game of the season. Hopefully we can push forward, maybe get another goal and go from there. You see, we pinched the ball there. Another beautiful ball there from Cantwell to Kolak off the bench in place of Morelos, and that's both two of our strikers getting on the score sheet to open the season here against St Johnson. Things you love to see. Nice celebration there. You can see the crowd's going wild. Gattuso's going wild off the bench. And that's how the game would finish up. 3-1 to the Gers against St Johnson at home. And you see the fans here proud of the way we got off. A good start to the season, to be honest. So that was our only game of July, so I'm going to sim a few games and I'm going to kick into August, and I'm going to come back with another game quite soon as we move into the post-match press conference. Once again, it was a great win, and Maduku in goals, and obviously we're not really disappointed. He did let in a goal, but there was not much he could do about it. And like I said, it's going to take him a little while to settle in up here in Scotland, but we're keen on him for him to be here. So you can see the month of August has gone really well. We've beaten Dundee United 2-0, 3-2 against Hearts, 4-0 in the first leg of the Europa League qualifier against AAB, 3-0 against Livingston, and then 1-1 against AAB in the second leg. So we're going to come back for this next game against Ross County. So here it is, guys. Last game of the month of August, where we've gone undefeated at home, Ibrox against Ross County, and spoilers, guys, we absolutely smashed them here today. You can see the ball gets passed out to Ryan Kent. Beautiful finesse finish there from just on the edge of the box. And the former Liverpool players absolutely happy about it. And just around the half an hour mark, beautiful turn there from Cantwell, looking for some space, plays the ball out wide. This is a really nice work team goal into Kent. Kent lays it off, and big Lundstrom with the finish there. 2-0 at half time, and then another nice bit of teamwork there, and again it's Lundstrom on the end of it. He forces the goalie into a nice save. You see Tavernier over to whip in the corner. And he whips in the corner. You see Morelos put his hand up there. And Morelos, he gets up, and that's an unstoppable header there. And 3-0 up. And the boys just decided they wanted to kick on here. Another beautiful goal here. Working from one side to the other here. Play it into Rabbi Matondo. And that is an absolutely unbelievable finish from the Welshman, and that made it 4-0. And then you see here an absolutely filthy challenge. That should have been a red card in my opinion. They're trying to get Kenny out, and Kenny was not happy about it. Connor Randall, the right back for Ross County, wasn't happy at getting absolutely flogged. But then, oh my God, what a mistake. The goalkeeper trying to play it out from the back to the centre back, and Kemar Roof just comes in, tackles him, And that is it, 5-0. Thank you very much, and aren't the fans happy about it? So, on transfer deadline day, we have been able to bring in Ross McCrory as well as kind of a backup centre back, and we've also been able to bring in Jurgen Ekkelenkamp, the Dutch midfielder. So, we couldn't get Nicholas Raskin, but we brought in Jurgen instead, so that's good moving forward. So in the month of August, after a 1-0 win over Motherwell, a disappointing 3-2 loss against Sporting in our Europa League group stage opener, and a hard-fought win against Hibs 3-2, there was only one game that we could come back for, and that is the derby against Celtic Football Club.
Thank you for joining us, guys. We'll be taking questions.
So some people would say this is probably arguably the biggest derby in the world, fought on Protestant versus Catholic lines. A lot of history behind it, and this is going to be Gattuso's first game in charge. Obviously, played in them in the past, but here at Ibrox, stadium's looking on fire, and the Glasgow derby, I'm not sure there is a big game in the world, to be honest. There's lots of hate, lots of anger. You can see here early in the game, Celtic have the ball. We pinch the ball back off them in our box, and here the skipper, the captain, Marcus Tavernier, gets to work, goes on a great run, breaks through the high press, and he's one-on-one with Joe Hart, who makes an absolutely outstanding save. You can see here, Hart's not happy about it. Tavernier just dusts himself off, goes over to take the corner. We've seen another good delivery asking questions. It looks like Celtic have gotten rid of it, but it goes back out here to Rabbi Matondo on the wing. And he knocks in a beautiful ball there to Jurgen Ekkelenkamp. He's at the back stick. Nobody mark him. I think it was the left back for Celtic who dropped a little bit deeper. That was keeping him on side. Hart gets his fingertips to it, but there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. And here I thought Rangers were going to double their lead here. They hold the ball up well, and then Cantwell, who's been on fire in the cam position, he plays Morelos through, but the Colombian can't get the job done. And we subbed him off at half-time. Gattuso wasn't happy with him. He brought on Kolak, and we see the ball gets held up well here again. Kamara through to Kolak. Kolak doubles the lead, 2-0, and Rangers look like they're going to take home the first Glasgow derby of the year. Everyone's very excited here, but Celtic, they put on, you wouldn't even believe Ange Ball could put on even a hard press, but FIFA will do those things. So an even harder press here. They whip the ball out wide, then it goes into Jota here, and I'm not really sure if it takes a deflection, but it's a beautiful save by Maduka in goals. He saves the clean sheet, and the game finishes 2-0, and that's our first win in the Glasgow derby as a manager for Gattuso. And as it says here, Celtic are our huge rivals, so to win against them is really pleasing. So just to finish off the month of September, we're going to have a look at the ladder, and you can see it here. Rangers on top, 8 points clear already, undefeated, 8 from 8, and we're already 10 points clear in front of Celtic, who've just suffered their second loss of the season. So we're going to move into November next. Sorry, I said November, I meant October. And we're going to come back for this Europa League away game against Rosenborg in Norway. So, to be honest, Rosenborg, they didn't really cause us too many problems in this game here. See, Cantwell picks the ball up in midfield, drives forward, plays it out to Ryan Kent. Nice turn there, spins inside, back to Cantwell, and he makes the score 1-0. And Rosenborg, I think they won their league 11 times in a row, something like that, something crazy. I'm not sure. Like I said, used to be mainstays in the Champions League. But I want to check this out here from Kemar Roof off the bench. Plays it there to Tom Lawrence, also off the bench, former Derby County star. And he makes the score 2-0. And like I said, Rosenborg. They caused us really no problems at all, and after getting off to a losing start in the Europa League, it'd be nice to get a win here, and I think they'll be back-to-back wins in the Europa League. You see here, still pushing forward late into the game. Tommy Lawrence once again pushes forward, beats the defender. Nice cross to Rabbi Matondo, and he's there to tap it in easy as you like. And that made it 3-0. The Norwegian club, they would come back and have a nice chance of their own here at the end. Nice, beautiful through ball here, but Maduku comes up big, keeps the clean sheet, and we're 3-0 up winners. And having a look at the table there, we're in second, we're well clear of third and fourth, and hopefully we're going through to the next round of the Europa League. So after a win against Rosenborg at home, against Livingston as well in the league, we're going to come back for this away day at Hearts. Top of the table clash. I think we're 8 points clear. Let's go get it. So this was a really difficult away game against Hearts here. We did take the lead around the half-hour mark. Todd Cantwell, he's played really well this season for us after coming to Rangers from Norwich in the summer transfer window last season. Here you see we give the ball away, and Maduk, he's such a big part of our success. I wonder if you could hear the dog barking right then. Sorry if you can. Yeah, such a big part of our success, Maduk. And then we clear the ball off the line. We do eventually get it clear. But Hearts were really in this game for the most part. Late in the game, though, here you can see we're working the ball forward. Play the ball forward. Beautiful ball through there to Tavernier across the big Johnny Lundstrom off the bench, and he makes it 2-0, and we're never going to give the lead up from there. He's happy to celebrate it, as I think that moves us 11 points clear, but we weren't finished. Another beautiful through ball there, that time from Fashion Sakala, I think. And that is going to do us for today's episode as we have a look at the league table. Yeah, we're 11 points clear of Hearts, Celtic third on 24. And we're going to come back in December, move towards the January transfer deadline, and go from there, guys. Hope to see you next time.